It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now. Edo Blue.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
10 cycles.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready. 22 needle. You, yellow. Ready.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
That swung out wide to Harris. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So a new man under center here, Charles. It's the ultra-rare quarterback trade, and he delivers a strike there.
And you just don't see this happen very often. Changing of teams during the season at the quarterback position, but they expect impact from him, and they should get it.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Watch out, number 50 Fury.
Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last two games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So problems with Aaron passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
On the double.
2nd and 7.
52 blasted. Hey, computer.
Harris running straight ahead. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Long red. Blue and black. Blue and striking. Black, red. Light blue.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks. And you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
Ready, go.
2nd down and goal. Tua. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Steelers 14, Colts nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Slot man moves right. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Cluster 6. Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Colts had 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right.
Black shot. Black ultra. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It it doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there that sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
And there to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 31,
Tua.
oh, Johnson, nice grab. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, his second rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boswell for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Is good. Makes the score. The Steelers 21, Colts 3. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from the special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Hey, check mega. Ready.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
40 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, Tagovailoa.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Okay,
A
ready?
good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
6, mega. Yield blue. Check.
Tua going to throw.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
Here we go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Ready?
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throw left side, got to be taken in by Harris. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Ready. Red cycle. Yellow. 22 meter. Strike.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua sets up to pass it. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Boswell's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
52 plus.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw again. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
On the ball.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Delivers another one to Pierce. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
In the final seconds of the 1st half.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the double. Ready.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Running right through him. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the 2nd half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now it's Tua. It's complete to Watt. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Strike 2.
Looking to pass. Tua.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Shot 17.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll go with a keeper, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready?
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Hard throw, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
On the set.
They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 8 yards out.
And the Colts' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9. Tua. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them the 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
38.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
Here we go. Red, cycle. 10 cycles. 22 middle. Hey, red. 43 rail. Ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Ready up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
52 blaster. Steel, black. Green jack.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 37-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On the give, this is Harris. And some room to roam now. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep
touchdown.
George Pickens,
an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here. And they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 4.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
Red, cycle. Yellow. Ready?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Colts have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the fourth quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
On second down, this is Harris.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. With 1:53 left.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Ready, go.
Now Tagovailoa.
Able to find his man, it's Pickens.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Hey, check right now. Right.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
117 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth